Wanaingilia wapi? Ni kule. Wewe tumezana. Wewe. Huku. Bro. Hakuna gari ndani, enda hivyo. Kwanza. Itabidi tushuke, tuna makamera tukimbie. Kwanza. Itabidi tushuke, tuna makamera tukimbie. yako. Sawa. Acha niingie tena. Jamaa anahitaji kitu. Unaweza nisaidia umpatilie?
Sasa
ndio ule pale kwa mlango.
the order, and thereafter we had the cabinet secretaries, at least as we had counted from that. Opio Wandai, Energy; Hassan Ali Joho, Mining; Kipchumba Murkomen, Interior; Salim Buria, Sports; William Kabogo, ICT; Engineer Eric, who is heads the water docket; Beatrice of School; Davis Chirchir, Transport; Adan Duale, Health; Julius Ogamba Migos, Education; and Dr. Deborah Barasa Mlongo, who heads the Environment docket. The ODM leadership thereafter had also viewed the body of the former Prime Minister, whose casket was presented in the headscarf of the Orange Party and the color that he so adored. The chairperson, national chairperson, and Governor Gladys Wanga led the way, followed by the deputy party leaders, the Senator Godfrey Osotsi, Governor Simba Arati, the Secretary General Edwin Sifuna, Junet Mohammed, Governor Johnson Sakaja, Nairobi County. Rosa Buyu is among one of the elected leaders from Nyanza, Luo Nyanza, and also Millie Odhiambo, who we had seen earlier. The vehicles that had escorted the body of the former Prime Minister that was carried by the gun carriage from the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport to the Moi International Sports Center in Kasarani. We are waiting when the public will be allowed to start viewing the body of the former Prime Minister, a man who with so much ease has won over their hearts and has of course made evident by the multitude to receive his body at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. The others who had waited for the body in Parliament, now you can see them dancing, awaiting when they will be, of course, allowed to view the body of the former Prime Minister. It is a day that equally was dominated by other activities that had happened also in on the home, where we had seen his elder brother Oburu Odinga, who had gone there, the co-chair of that committee, that National Funeral Planning Committee, who had led a process which from our team, our sister station Ramogi TV, had informed us that it's a process in Luo called Tero Nyakdala, which is a Luo phrase that refers to the traditional ritual of announcing the death within the family of a member or a community. It is also a difficult period and a painful task, often involving the announcement by a close male relative, such as emphasizing the emotional weight of process. Of course, he was symbolized by many, and the public awaits to view the body, how he was lying in the coffin. The neck scarf that is the orange color, and we haven't gotten the close enough pictures of the coffin, but we had seen the respects that were paid by the president, who had led the family and other government dignitaries, the deputy president, the former president Uhuru Kenyatta, the chief of the defense forces, General Charles Kahariri, and the three service commanders. The cabinet secretaries, we had seen 12 of them who had paid their respects, the ODM party leadership, which had followed course, and outside the public continues to wait. Here are lawmakers Millie Odhiambo and Babu Owino, who represents Makasisi East, and just in close proximity with the people who are waiting for clearance before they are allowed to view the body of the former Prime Minister and pay their respects as well. In consultation with a member there, the Makasisi East lawmaker, who is watching what's happening on the pitch as the people await when they will be allowed, and that has been the question that they have been asking. You can see the General Service Unit officers blocking them away from the entrance that not sure whether it leads to where exactly the body of the former Prime Minister is, and how they will be allowed to also view the body of the Prime Minister, which was jetted back to the country this morning from Mumbai in India, following the long flight to and from Mumbai, which had taken off from the JKIA yesterday, 5 minutes to 7 p.m. local time, and landed some minutes past 3 a.m. before again flying back home, bearing the casket which had the body of the former Prime Minister. We can see the agitation among ODM supporters here, perhaps signifying something, and they seem seeking some direction on what happens next and when they will be allowed also to view the body of the former Prime Minister. We had also spoken to Jimmy Mbogo, who had given us an update regarding what has happened before they were dispersed and had gunshot sounds rather, and alongside Ben Kirui, who we had also in Kasarani. Once and we get hold of them, we'll be able to also seek further information from them. And this is the current state of affairs at the stadium. Quite a busy day also for the logistical team that had moved the viewing to this venue, given the logistical challenges it did present when earlier on the communication was yesterday issued by the Deputy President, Professor Kithure Kindiki, that this process will be happening in Parliament, and thereafter the quick decision that was made when the public who came out to wait for the body of the Prime Minister in Parliament had overpowered the security apparatus. And the intervention of the Speaker, Moses Masika Wetangula, didn't help either. And here's Millie Odhiambo speaking to the public. And also by her side is her colleague lawmaker from the ODM party. Seems to be giving suggestions that they will be allowed in to also view the body of the former Prime Minister. And quintessential politician, also one of the most consequential women in Kenya's politics, whose debates in Parliament have been characterized by astuteness and steadfastness and preparations, as she has always modeled herself to be. They seem to be the two only lawmakers, and Babu Owino and Millie Odhiambo, who are here to speak to the public. And Millie had suggested some minutes ago that could be the likelihood that they will be allowed, and it's the planning process of how that will be managed, which was the challenging part of what's been happening in Kasarani since the body of the former Prime Minister was brought here aboard the military gun carriage after the President yesterday, through a proclamation after he addressed the nation from State House, said that the former Prime Minister will be accorded state funeral and all the privileges that come with that process. Still, our team at the Kasarani Stadium, where this is unfolding since has been unfolding, the passion of Raila's presence seems to be so strong, as you can see also amongst his supporters. This is a young generation that probably may have not been there when the struggle for multipartyism happened, but in so many ways the Odinga influence seems to have driven them all the way here. How it happens is going to be what we are monitoring, and the public viewing of the body of the former Prime Minister, Raila Odinga. For now, I'm joined by my colleague Gatete Njoroge, who is at the stadium. They were there alongside Ben Kirui and Jamie Mbogo. Gatete, good evening. Seems to be a long haul. Looks like a long day. Any hints at when the public will be allowed to view the body of the former Prime Minister?
Good evening, Ayub. Indeed, it has been a long day, and we continue to be a long night, Ayub. We're inside Kasarani Stadium, and we've been here from around 11 a.m., Ayub. And since that time, we had a crowd surging, where thousands of people had turned out in large numbers to be able to get a chance to view the body of the late former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, Ayub. But until now, Ayub, the public has not been able to view the body of the late Prime Minister Raila Odinga. Ayub. Let me